Hi there, my name is Fix Fox and welcome back to Heroes of Might and Magic 3. This is time for us to go into the Crag hack campaign here in the Shadow of Death. We've completed a new beginning for Gem. We have completed the Elixir of Life for Jelyu, and we have completed the Birth of the Barbarian for Yogg. It is now time that we get into Hack and Slash with the man, the myth, and the legend, the one and only Crag hack. Let's dive in. Hack and Slash. Crag Hack, newly arrived from Erathia and looking for adventure, meets a young wizard named Sandro, who hires him to find the 4 pieces of the armor of the damned so he can destroy the cursed thing. Great rewards are offered for this service. Scenario 1 is Bashing Skulls. Crag Hack must seize the first artifact Sandro requires, the Skull Helmet, from Bershon the Barbarian to win the scenario. However, if Crag Hack is defeated in combat, the scenario is lost. Crag Hack is limited to level 10 but will carry his experience, skills, and spells on to the next scenario. This is going to be a medium-sized map. We are going to be the blue player against 1 red player and 1 tan player. Let's put this on impossible difficulty and then decide whether we will take the 40 goblins, the 20 wolf riders, or the 15 orcs. I can tell you right now that there is no doubt in my mind which of these I would rather take, and it is absolutely the 15 orcs. Now, Crag Hack starts off with offense, and so orcs are not going to benefit from the hand-to-hand combat nearly so much. And yet, orcs have the inherent ranged ability to prevent losses, but who cares what Fix Fox wants? Let's see what the dice roll indicate Fix Fox should take. The dice roll is going to be a 1. Crap. That's bad. That just feels bad. 40 goblins? There's no way 40 goblins is better than wolf riders. Alright, whatever. We're doing it anyway.
After watching me clobber a pack of goblins in a bar fight, a wizard named Sandro asked me to come to his table. He wants to pay me to find him something called a skull helmet. I'll probably have to bash someone's head in to get it. Sounds like it's gonna be fun.
Oh, it's gonna be so fun, Crag Hack. This is gonna be the best time of your life. Trust me. Oh dear, that was strange. You appear to be the right man for a series of tasks I need performed, Mr. Hack, says Sandro, a slick-haired, beady-eyed man sitting across from you in the back of the Wingtail Cavern. He nods in approval at your muscular frame, massive even by barbarian standards. It's Crag Hack, you snarl. Wizards, they think they're so smart. Can't even get a first name right. I seek 4 items taken by some very evil men. Individually, the items are worthless, mere tokens, but together they can be assembled into a great weapon, a weapon that I desperately require. You spit a chicken leg at the puny magic user. Why should I help you? Sandro's eyes narrow. Not only will I give you 500,000 gold pieces and a small land grant when you bring me these 4 items, but once they are assembled, I will be able to destroy the armor of the damned, a magic artifact of unspeakable power and evil. Now are you interested? You scratch your head in a rare contemplative moment. Destroying anything, especially an evil magical item, appeals to your barbarian code of ethics. Do you know where these 4 items are? Yes, I do. Here. Sandro hands you a small map. This is the land where Bershon the Barbarian lives. He is a very evil man who has unearthed the first item I seek. It's called a skull helmet. Now, I warn you, do not listen to anything that he tells you. Although, like you, he is a barbarian, he has no honor and lies like a snake. Also, there are other rogue barbarians in the vicinity who will try to stop you. This is very dangerous business, to be sure, but will you accept my offer? You suddenly jump up, grab your battle axe, and bury it in the table, inches from Sandro's clasped hands. I'll do it! But if you cheat me, wizard, I'll skin you alive. As you enter the region of Aventwil, Avatnel, that sounds much better, Avatnel, you decide to first establish a stronghold of your own. The quickest way to do this is by seizing one of the area's rogue barbarian towns. After that, it's just a matter of finding this Bershon and taking the helmet from him. We start off with Crag Hack, level 2 barbarian, with 5 attack, 0 defense, 1 power, 1 knowledge. We have the expert offense already to our name, so we will be doing 30% bonus damage. Oh, but what's this? We also have the speciality of 5% bonus damage to our offensive skill percentage per level that we get. we are only going to get stronger. Crag Hack is one of the all-time greatest heroes ever to grace Heroes of Might and Magic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I don't know if he's in 7 and beyond, but I know for sure he is in 1 through 6. This portrait here indicates that he is a decorated hero in Enroth, and he became bored with his home, deciding to seek out a new life here in Erathia. He boldly set sail for this new frontier and was delighted to find a land in turmoil where he could put his skills to best use. And so we shall move along the way here. We do have 62 goblins, 7 of the wolf riders. I don't know if it's in my best interest to go through these gnoll marauders. It's been a while since I've played this campaign. It really has. Let's see. I gotta make sure that my speeds are all correct. That felt like it was really, really fast. I don't know when I'm gonna come back here, but I'm worried about taking losses against these creatures. Let's fight this anyway and just hope that we never have to come back. Looks like we are going to win. It's going to cost us a couple of these troops. Let's see if we can do this just a little bit better. I would love tactics. Anytime I'm using a barbarian, I always love tactics. It just seems to me like it's one of the best skills you can have, because then all of the shuffling that I might want to do beforehand, it doesn't really matter so much. I can just shuffle it once and then I can always feel like I have the tactical upper hand. We're going to just wait across the board. Let the enemies get as close as we possibly can let them get. Unfortunately, Pixfox made an error there. There's no sense in me doing anything but just defending at this point. So we shall here, and then we shall wait. Bada bing, bada boom. Let's see. If we go to here, we're going to kill 10 gnoll marauders with no problems. Let's wait across the board for the rest of these gentlemen and just see if we can get lucky. Wolf Riders still have to go, so let's take this retaliation there. And then wait for everybody else, or defend, rather. Oof. And then I don't think I'm going to lose a wolf on the retaliation. Although we will lose a goblin there. Let's just hit Q and end it from there. So 4 goblins, we did do better. For a little bit of gold, that's 1,000 gold. This is the Centaur's Axe. We see the heavy axe embedded deeply in the ground. After several unsuccessful attempts by your army to remove it, you tightly grip the handle of the axe and effortlessly pull it free. If a normal wizard pulls this Centaur's Axe out, this story is very unbelievable, but when it's Crag Hack, I believe that he's tougher than every goblin and every wolf rider in this army. Don't at me. We're going to pick up 1,600 gold there total, plus the 2 attack skill. That's really not all that bad. I definitely don't want to go through Orc Chieftains, but we do see Gurnus the Barbarian. If I remember, he is stationary, he will not move, and so we can just fight him here. In fact, I think if we step right here, we get a little bit of information. A young mounted barbarian shouts, "I, Gurnus the Barbarian, demand that you shall go no further into these lands. Turn back now, or die." That is totally Fixfox trying to do his Warcraft 2 orc voice, and I gotta tell you, I think I did pretty good there. Did I do pretty good? I did pretty good. I don't need your validation. I know I did pretty good. Okay. Hate this fight just because there's so many ranged troops. Let's see if we can do any better. I highly doubt it. Truly, I do. Oh, and there's a ballista. That's not good. That's really not good. These hobgoblins, by the way, are also going to be just a pain to deal with. Let's rush down the battlefield. We are going to wait here simply because I want one of these 1 stacks to try and take this retaliation. Might as well be this top guy. There's 1, and the rest shall go down the battlefield to here anyway. Oh, 1 more maybe. It's free real estate. Let's see about this 5. Let's see about that. Yikes. That ballista just did only 14 damage, but it was definitely enough. Ouch. Our power really is in these goblins. Maybe I should have headed down in this direction. Maybe I'm the fool for what we've done here. I hope that this 1 goblin does get to stay alive, though. That is my hope. There's no sense in attacking just to die. Ouch. That's good, but ouch. Yeah, that was such a wise move from the ballista, actually, to attack that 1. The nice thing is I think I killed pretty much all these hobgoblins here. Most of them, anyway. Down to 43 of the goblins. I don't know if those losses were much better or much worse. I don't remember, but yeah, that's about as good as we could have fought that fight. And now with only 43 of these goblins left, you start to realize that our army is very, very low. and maybe fighting those marauders was actually a bit of a bad decision. Stable Master is always wonderful. We're going to take the movement points. And I don't know what's here. I don't know what's here, but I do see road here, and thankfully we do see a castle. So lots of goblins. Nice that we can pick this up right now. By the way, we are already up to 7 attack skill, no defense. We are the definition of a glass cannon. We have one job. That's to hit hard and hit fast, or intimidate the small goblins into joining us. We go from 37 up to 58. What a wonderful moment there. I'm all for it. And then 5 goblins here. I don't know how we can possibly fight that fight any better. We're going to accept those losses. Basic logistics, thrilling. Scouting, good. Logistics, great. No question which one's best there. And as we hop in, we see that we get 2,000 gold per day, not to mention some goblins and some orcs. Orc growth is 7 a week. I'm going to buy all of the orcs I can right now. That just feels like that'll be pretty darn useful for me. And are there any purchases to make here soon? We'd love to get the wolf pin. That's going to be a little bit of gold. We do have the ore for it already. I probably spent too much gold on orcs by just 1. We don't need to purchase the marketplace or blacksmith because there's no sense in trying to get more gold. We are maxed out on what we can get. And funny enough, we don't even have a tavern here. So Crag Hack is going to be our hero. We're going to run a 1 hero map. We're just going to go from there. I see a road up in this direction. I see a road in this direction. I do see ore here. I don't know which way is best. I guess we're going to go in this direction because ore means an ore pit, and that can't possibly be bad. So +2 ore per day. I do see crystal here. Guarded by, it looks like, some ogres, which, of course, for the barbarians, the Cyclops Cave at 20 crystal, and then the Behemoth Lair at 10 crystal. Yeah, pretty heavy investment. If you want to get those upper level troops, you're going to have to pay for them. I haven't seen a sawmill. I wonder if it's up this road or if it's up this way. Does it matter where we go with this? Let me just check. We've got 12 wood. That's going to be enough at least to get the wolf pin. And then we should have the cliff nest. Even if we don't find the sawmill pretty soon, we're still going to get everything but the wolves. A little bit of a shame that we're not getting those wolves now anyway. Okay. So on to a new day, day 4, and I might as well pick up some of these freebies. Wagon. Wagons don't usually hit for me. They always feel like they're a little bit of a possibility to lose movement points. So we're not even going to try that. We can go north, east, or west. Let's go in a circle so that way we're closer to our main castle. That just seems like the best thing to me. Assuming that this is going to be a castle, some sort of thoroughfare would be lovely. We are going to pick up the wolf pin now. It's required. You simply must. And then soon we can get the Thunderbirds. Or no, they're initially rocks and then they become Thunderbirds. Pack of Orc Chieftains. I don't mind a gem pond, but I don't need a gem pond unless I'm going for levels of Mage Guild, or I just want the resources to trade. Really comes down to the crystal. We do have a quest guard here. An old wizard claims that his hut can show you Barshan's location. He will let you pass for 2,000 gold pieces. I don't know if I want to spend this gold right now. This is a medium-sized map, and if I spend the gold now, there's a good chance that it's information that's going to be useful, but maybe I could use that gold for something else right now. So I'm going to ignore that for now. There's some enemy just off in the distance. I do wonder what that is. I see no reason not to get the cliff nest first, and if that means that we don't get a citadel, so be it. Let's hope that we can find just a little bit more ore, all the same. Pack of wood elves, yeah, there's no way I'm fighting that. Do you see the Shrine of Magic Incantation? We don't start off with a spell book, but unlike, as we see our sawmill, unlike with Yogg the Barbarian, Crag Hack can use spells, and he can use them to great effect. And so when we're working on our secondary skills, that's actually going to be very, very useful to consider whether or not we get something like a earth magic, air magic, things like that. It doesn't take much for the barbarians to really do so very well. Really, just a couple of extra little helps goes so very, very far for us. And so a haste or a slow could definitely turn the tides of battles. I just clicked right through that. I didn't even read that. There was some very important story there, and I just totally clicked through it. Whoops. This is what you get for when you... This is what happens when FixVox talks way too much. I do see a windmill here. We're going to grab that real quick. I do see something just off in the distance. We've got treasure. We've got witch hut. I want to get this crystal as soon as possible. I really do want to get this crystal. So let's head up. It's day 7. We're going to stay here overnight. We'll consider getting a mage guild or something else. We could totally get Cliff Nest now or tomorrow, 5 wood, 5 ore, which means we could get 8 additional goblins, or we could just take the +1 to our attack now. I think let's plan on getting the Hall of Valhalla later. And so for that reason, let's get the mess hall now and then the upgraded cliff nest first thing in the morning. So we're going to be rocking with Thunderbirds instead of just rocks. That was great. Rocking with Thunderbirds. Yep. We mentioned on stream today, it's Friday, and we mentioned on stream that we had a very funny moment in Heroes of Might and Magic 2. One of the individuals pointed out to me, they said, Fixfox, did you mean when you were clicking through all of the different loose resources, did you mean to make a song? And I was like, wait, what? And it turns out that Fixfox accidentally came across several piles of wood. And when I noted that, what happened is I said, wood, 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 wood. And of course, that sounds like Macklemore's thrift shop, and it was the best comment in the world that made my day. This is actually the second time I've mentioned that. I feel like I'm required to tell you about it because it made my day. That comment really made my day. Will we come back for the windmill now? I just really want the crystal. Let's focus on the crystal, and then maybe we come back for like a mage guild or something like that. Especially since we have this trading post not too far, it might be all that we need just to get the crystal and then go from there. This is going to be a really tough fight, but we do have the +2. We do have the orcs. I think that a pack of ogres is tough, but not unbeatable. So, 840 experience. Let's see if we can do even better. Let's go into a full defensive position. Let's make sure that these single stacks of goblins help us turtle up. If these ogres want a piece of us, they're going to be trying to bash one goblin at a time, just turning them upside down and shaking them relentlessly for their lunch money. That's the plan. Make them really work very, very hard for their money, for their bloodshed. I assume that these ogres want nothing but bloodshed. And if they want something else, I sincerely apologize for stereotyping the bloodthirsty ogres, but these things do happen. These things do happen. A lovely little thing just happened there. Because the ogre lords, or excuse me, the ogre magi were one step out of the way, that means that these ogres can get one shot off, and then we can just head on out and smack them. But if we'd had 2 goblins go down, maybe one of these ogres could have stepped up and gotten a free shot off on the goblins or something like that. Turns out that we're going to be just fine unless they get good morale. They do not. I'm going to just focus on these ogre magi with the hope that the Thunderbirds can attack them next. We're going to do 159 to 300 damage. Let's kill as many of these ogres as we can kill, down to 1. And then I do want to see if I can just take this retaliation off this stack of ogre lords. I say ogre lords because that's what they are in Heroes of Might and Magic 2. They are ogre magi. They cast spells. These guys went to college, and they are very upset if you do not give them credit for being through their doctorate program. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Basic earth magic. That is a no-brainer. That is going to be a mass slow at some point, and we're going to be thrilled for it. I am very happy with everything that we just saw. So, level 4, 8, 1, 1, and 1, and 1. Okay, not too bad. I don't know what else we really need here. I don't think it's worth it to go back in this direction. I think that we should probably explore out. I seem to remember that this map actually has some taverns that are neutral adventure map objects. I don't remember where, though. And that causes me some grief. Because I just don't know what I don't know. But I think that that's actually like a long-term solution to some of our problems. So let's try our very, very best to find that adventure map object. Because right now, I turned down scouting for logistics. And I think that that was a good decision. Logistics is always going to be useful. This tree is going to be useful when we come back later. But otherwise, you feel kind of bad. You feel kind of bad if you're wasting your main hero's movement just to go and do random stuff. You'd really like to be effective with your main hero's army and with their movement points, and a secondary hero can scout for you. and you can use your logistics to be where you need to be when you need to be there, as opposed to just struggling mightily the entire time when a scout could do the same thing, but cheaper. Stepping up 5, 5, and 4. Not too bad of a fight for us. We're just gonna wait. Oh, never mind. We don't get a choice. The very slow ranged creatures, they're just slow. Ooh, I think I'm okay with that. Let's see. Yeah, I'm definitely okay with that. I wasn't sure if that was gonna be the best thing for me or not. Looks like it sure will be. Down to 3, and then the Thunderbirds should wallop. And so 1 goblin lost feels very, very wonderful. I don't see any problem with upgrading my troops here at this hill fort. The hill fort, I mentioned in several instances, broken adventure map objects. The hill fort might be the most broken adventure map object you've ever seen. Look at this. I'm just going to upgrade these hobgoblins, or these goblins to hobgoblins for free. Done. It's no problem. Oh, for 127 gold, do you want orc chieftains and increase their speed by 1 and like some of their other stats? Sure. The only way that this could possibly hurt you is if by upgrading you make it harder to mix troops in the future. So if that's your worry, then you don't always want to upgrade everybody in the hill fort, but now we know that we actually don't really need to invest if we don't want to. We don't have to invest in like an upgraded Behemoth Crag, for example. It'll still be costly, but that's still stuff we can do. Wolf pen. This is looking familiar. A wolf pen, and I think that there's lots and lots of like goblin huts and wolf pens you can get in this map. This is starting to come back to me, and there it is. There is a tavern there in the bottom right. So that's going to be where we get another hero. That's going to be an excellent pickup. It's day 5. I don't think I really need a lot of purchases. We're just kind of doing an RPG style map with Mr. Crag Hack here. And it looks like by the end of week 2 on day 7, we are going to be rocking and rolling with the secondary hero. That feels excellent. That feels wonderful. We are 4 wood away from getting the castle. Let's not spend any wood. Let's get the castle before the end of this week. It will be probably the best thing we can do. The alternative would be to push for Cyclopes, push for Behemoths. Actually, you'd much rather have the Behemoth lair rather than the castle if you can only pick one. And I think I'm going to get the opportunity. Oh, we do see a hero here. If they come through these gold dragons, I am sure that we're going to have a real bad time. So let's just hope for the best. Let's lose 2 hobgoblins because that'll just save you time and me time. And we are going to pick up the tavern now, and it is going to be Zubin. More so than Valeska. Have you heard zealots are beings of pure energy? They're pure energy until I kill them. Then they are pure nothing. But yes, Zubin, and in fact, unfortunately, he's one of those heroes that has basic artillery but has no ballista. That always feels kind of bad, but we'll take his troops, and he can just be a little bit of a scout for me. Oops, my bad. And so he's going to transfer over these troops. And here we have the issue where transferring troops could be a little bit difficult. And then let's just have Zubin explore kind of here to the middle, I think. Sandals of the Saint. That's a plus to all your primary stats. That's pretty fantastic. I feel tough. This Dwarven Treasury is probably a bad idea, but I feel really, really strong. Let's see, it goes 2, and then 3, and then 2. I think that this is the correct grouping for this fight. Let's fight this fight. You have found a Dwarven Treasury. Do you wish to attack the guards? Sure, why not? These losses actually look pretty good. These are actually way less dwarves than it could have been. And that's probably the reason why the fight went so well. Let's focus on the faster dwarves first, and then we're going to concentrate our firepower on these dwarves, because if you attack in this direction straight on, then these top dwarves and bottom dwarves are not going to be able to support them. So, battle dwarves first. That makes sense anyway, but then bop down from 15 to 3. That feels pretty okay. We're going to wait on these wolves. Maybe something good will happen. Maybe something better anyway. Strange. They just wanted to kill the goblin. Okay. And then otherwise, maybe wolves are going to pull back these dwarves here. Let's see what happens in this general area. Let's hope for no good morale. At least no more. We've already seen some good morale. 73 to 148 damage. Because of this offense, we actually are able to really pummel these poor dwarves. And I feel no regrets. I'm sure that they did something to warrant my wrath. What, though? I cannot say. Maybe they didn't do anything. Maybe it's my fault. Maybe I'm the reason. Maybe I dug too greedily and too deep, and then the dwarves felt obligated to try and save their homeland from a fiery beast made of fire. 1,500 experience, and more importantly, as we definitely take the advanced logistics, the 4,000 gold. It felt like 4,000 gold was important, so that way we could get the behemoth layer. We're gonna trade? No, Fixfox messed up. No, Fixfox, no. For some reason, I never got the marketplace. The only good thing I can say about that is this, is that if we needed to trade for, I don't know, 7 wood instead of 2, it still would have been far cry. So, yeah, mistakes, sure, but these things do happen. Alrighty. Instead, then, let's see. Any other purchases before the new week? Oh, I think not. I think we shall wait. Darn, bit of a shame. Really, bit of a shame. Power Lich growth is up by 5. Nobody likes you, Power Liches. I don't think that there's anything in this area. Yeah, that looks just like tree line. And I do think I'm going to check this tavern with Zubin. Dessa is one of my favorite heroes. I actually do like Zarfax because of the Fireball speciality. He's actually probably a pretty good hero to pick up. Dessa's also really good because of the logistics. Dessa, Kyrie. I mean, those logistics heroes are just so good. I'm going to assume that Crag Hack is not going to falter due to a lack of spells. I'm going to assume that I can do just fine without spells. Let's move over all these troops. Every little bit helps. And then I think that we keep the same splits as before. And let's hope that there's about the same amount of dwarves as we head on over to these griffins. You have found the dwarven treasury. Do you wish to attack the guards? I sure do. These losses look even better. I kind of want to just accept these losses. I think I shall. And we're going to take the basic wisdom. What a wonderful situation. I don't know how likely it is for the barbarian heroes in Heroes of Might and Magic 3 to get offered the earth magic and the basic wisdom this early. We're going to take it though. 4,000 gold, 3 more crystal. Wonderful. Absolutely lovely. Lovely has been my word of the day for a little while, by the way. Haven't you noticed? If you have noticed, I feel like I need to make like a weekly drawing where if you correctly guess Fixfox's word of the day, then you get something. That just seems fair. For all of you people that pay attention, it just seems fair that you have a little bit of a kickback. Something to track, something to follow. And after all, people do a really, really nice job. I'm always impressed with how much knowledge and when people call back to other things that have happened, it always impresses me how much people remember. We enter the fairy ring and our army gains luck for the next battle. And so it sure couldn't hurt if people remembered, you know, little things like, hey, Fixfox seemed to have really favored that word today. I sure do an awful lot. These griffins are going to take 2 turns to get down the battlefield. Yeah, just 2. And so let's actually try and put the hobgoblins. I think let's just defend with the hobgoblins. No, let's just wait. Let's just wait on everybody. And then we'll see where these things shake out. Here. And here. And 73 goblins to here. Wolves are going to step up. Hobgoblins might as well just take their shot. 141 to 284 damage. That's going to be a lot of griffins. That's 6. That feels okay to me. And then I think I'm just going to step up here with this one hobgoblin, and we shall attack. We attack. As we now back off with the hobgoblins, I just don't want to take any aggression on the hobgoblins, nor do I want to take them on these goblins, but I don't think I can stop it. 5 wolf riders are going to be the casualty here. They're going to step back and pummel. 9 and 5. I don't love it, but we'll accept those losses. Treasure chests. I think that we're not going to have any problem hitting level 10 in this scenario, so let's just take the gold, especially since behemoths are not cheap. By the way, what do behemoths spend their gold on? I have no idea, but let me know if you have any ideas. A nomad trader seeks protection from a tribe of goblins. As I arrive with my legion of goblins. Ha! The nomad trader's like, oh man, thank goodness I got out of that situation. Oh. Crag Hack has a lot of goblins, yeah. For your assistance, he gives you a finely crafted pair of sandals made from the softest leather. Looking closely, you see fascinating ancient carvings engraved on the leather. This is a +2 to all of our primary stats. This is great, especially the power and the knowledge. That's really where this comes in so handy. So happy for everything that just happened there. No worries. And then I got 2 heroes now. We do see some more rocks over here. I think that we're going to send 1 hero, Dessa, who is so very fast, to collect freebies far away, while Zubin just tries to support Crag Hack, so Crag Hack doesn't have to go so very far out of their way to get all these other things. So here we come for the rocks. Let's see if maybe Zubin can get troops up to me. Looks like it's going to be next turn, and maybe through the north instead of through the south. But rocks, I don't want to say they shouldn't be a problem, because they might be. But it'll be alright. Ooh, equestrian gloves. We got equestrian gloves here that we're going to purchase in short order. I'm looking very, very much forward to that. Not sure why the rocks went for these 4 orcs. We're going to go into a full defensive position here. Just kind of hope for the best. We'll support this bottom stack of orcs just so they don't get absolutely decimated. But still, I don't think that there's much we can do to stop that. Hobgoblins are going to step up for next turn. And let's see. And here. Okay. And I would hate to lose 2 Thunderbirds. It might be impossible not to lose 2 Thunderbirds. We're going to wait on this turn because the worst I'm going to take damage from is 4 rocks. I think I can manage that. It's not going to hurt my feelings too bad. Yeah, so 1 Thunderbird goes down. Not great, but I've seen worse. And we are going to leave these orcs out to dry. They're sad. I'm sad. We're all sad. Otherwise, here. And here. The enemy is playing this game of space with me, and it's very, I don't want to say it's a fun game, but it's a game all the same. Let's just start to finally clash as best as we can. 2 Thunderbirds go down, or 2 rocks go down. 2 more, there we go. And let's call it a day. Let's take our prize, the equestrian gloves. So 10, 1, 3, and 4. You can tell me if you think that's better or not. Worth losing the 1 additional Thunderbird. I think the Thunderbirds are pretty good. They can help me take some later fights against some ranged creatures, so it's alright, we'll take it. Generally, I really, really, really like basic ballistics, especially for the barbarians. I'm going to take basic ballistics over advanced wisdom. I'm just content that I have wisdom for later, and I think the ballistics always is good. There was a time where I used to think that, well, depending on what faction you are, it might not be as good to take ballistics, especially if you have a lot of ranged creatures that are just going to fly over the walls and attack your enemies. But the more I experience the games in and out, the more I say to myself, it's always good to have ballistics. It's never bad to have an ability to take out left turret, right turrets, the main ballista, the drawbridge, things like that. A brief stop at an improbable rural inn yields an exchange of money, tails, and accidentally luggage. You find a magical pair of gloves in a new backpack. It's going to increase our movement over land by a lot. Oh yeah, by a lot. A drink from the fountain's waters, and you feel young again. Sensing your renewed vigor, your army's morale improves, allowing you to cover additional ground as you head to your next battle. These few gold dragons, even if it's 4, we can totally beat them right now. I just don't know if that's a good idea. I don't know how tough my enemies are, and to send Crag Hack off in this direction just it feels like that could be inviting disaster, but I don't know. I should really find out in the safest way possible. But we have seen some enemy activity over here. We weren't able to right-click on them. Let's explore a little bit more. And maybe we're going to find something in this direction that's going to be just as useful or better. And that way we don't have to worry about Crag Hack potentially going down, especially when we already have Behemoths at home. You might as well wait and let the Behemoths do their work as soon as they come online. We are waiting for the ore. We're waiting for, that's pretty much it. Just waiting for the ore. So let's head back. Let's start getting some Mage Guild levels. Let's hope for a slow. We get a haste. The shield, though, is really nice. For a hero like Crag Hack, who specializes in offense, we don't really need defense at this point. He is going to get the defense that we want from a mass shield. And that is stupendous. Ooh, Orc Tower. Lovely. +7 on the Orcs. There's a gold mine here. Oh, no, folks. How many days worth of gold did we miss out on? Oh, it's week 3, day 5. You could have taken this gold mine from dwarves in week 1. That hurts my heart a lot. Ouch. Okay, so what did we learn? Well, do your scouting as best as you can. In this case, there wasn't much else we could have done, though. In all honesty, I really don't think that there's much else that we could have done because we were using one hero, and it's good. It's a good idea. It's a good idea to try and scout in the area directly around you, but I don't see how we could have made this go any better for us. That's just an unfortunate miss, and these things do happen. I think now is probably a good time to use this quest card. An old wizard eyes the heavy purse of gold hanging from your belt. He agrees to let you use his hut for 2,000 gold pieces. Are you willing to pay the price? Sure. You enter a rickety hut and talk to the magician who lives there. He tells you of places near and far, which may aid you in your journeys. It looks like in the upper right corner we do have the brown player, Morgenheim, and there is Barshan, who looks like he is Tarek, but he's not. It's Barshan. Crag Hack is, it looks like, I think that there's multiple goblin barracks in this area. And so we're going to not lose 46 goblins. My word, that's unacceptable. Let's fight this fight again. And let's just wait on everybody. Let's let these goblins come right up to us. And let's do way better. Let's not attack here. Let's back off. Unfortunately, I should have had this one single goblin closer to the top. But it's going to take a little bit longer for these goblins to get over here. So we're just going to step away. And we're still going to get... everything's going to work out fine. It'll be fine. Let's just wait all around. If these goblins get good morale, I'll be really sad. And down to 81. Doing over 300 points of damage. This should be fine. Okay. So no losses. 605 experience. Yeah, not really sure how the AI did that fight so much worse than I did. Or I did that fight so much worse, but so be it. The Wood Elves want to run. I think I'm going to allow that. There's just... I don't think it's worth the experience at that point. There's just too many losses we could take. Dessa is continuing to go south. There's this interesting water feature here. There is a dragonfly hive. Ogre's guard something. Looks as it might be just resources. And then a gold mine and a boat. And a boat. I don't remember a boat. That's new. That's very new. We are going to pick up the sulfur dune. Again, the precious resources, not really useful unless you're going for Mage Guild levels. Right now, I'm only going for Mage Guild levels because sure, why not? If we need to trade, by the way, there is this trading post. I might have mentioned that already. I don't recall. Let's have our other two heroes go first before we do anything with Crag Hack, just to make sure that we know where we want to go, see what we want to do. Boat, unfortunately, we walked a little too far away. Let's head back just for a moment. We'll see if we can get that resupply off and get some freebies. Aha! So much like over here, we have another opportunity to pick up multiple free stacks of troops, a couple a week anyway. And this week it's not going to be incredibly useful for us. We're going to miss out, but we are going to get big stacks of goblins pretty soon. It's time to go home. Let's bring it home. Let's go to the windmill for 4 crystal. Horde of Battle Dwarves. I think that we can probably fight them now, go back, and then we'll clear out some of this other stuff, just in case I missed something, which is always, again, possible. We do need to upgrade these goblins now. I need to pull them into my army as soon as I can. And let's see, do we actually get the opportunity to click? We do. We have They the Barbarian. And they have the most hodgepodge army you've ever seen. I'm hoping that they are their primary hero. Something tells me they're probably not, because that army looks pretty bad. Just a little bit of scouting here. Dwarven Shield, Sulfur, good for mage guilds anyway. But otherwise, those ogres are not a priority. Ooh, you come upon an old wagon left by a trader who didn't quite make it to safe terrain. Reaching inside, you find the red dragon flame tongue. This is +2 defense, +2 offense. That is wonderful. That is a great artifact. Usually these wagons disappoint me. That's why I didn't even go get this one. But that is absolutely worth it, as is this gold mine. So let's fight that fight. The AI really had to think about that fight, didn't it? Goodness. I don't think I actually love this split on the Thunderbirds. I probably should have combined them. Battle Dwarves are going to be across the battlefield in 2 turns. Let's just call it 2 turns. And so let's just keep these single stacks of Hobgoblins where they can take retaliations in just a moment. Yeah, we're going to take a little bit of... We're going to take some losses here. I don't think you can stop it. Yeah, I don't think I can stop it. So we're going to wait. And for these Thunderbirds, let's just wait one more time. Wait here. And we're going to have this big stack of 20 lose its retaliation. And this stack of 22 is also going to lose its retaliation. So we can attack with impunity wherever we want. 45 damage goes down onto that Thunderbird. And these 2 stacks, they're going to catch hands. And so these Battle Dwarves here, they're going to get the ranged damage. 15 of the Battle Dwarves goes down, and then 22 down to 17, down to 11. Let's go 3, 7, and so long. We're not going to lose a Thunderbird on this retaliation here, so we might as well fight. And since we're fighting here, let's just fight all the way around. And in fact, let's get out of the way so the big powerhouse of 147 Hobgoblins can just eat that for us. 1,300 experience, 2 Hobgoblins, not too bad. Oh! Basic armor reduces all damage inflicted against the hero's troops by 5%. Armorer is the antithesis to offense. Tazar is the opposite of Crag Hack. And if you can have Crag Hack focus on offense while still getting defense, that feels pretty good. Because if you're going to be doing the hand-to-hand offensive combat, you're going to be taking retaliations in places. Yeah, sure. I mean, there's times where I can get a single Hobgoblin to take a swipe from the enemy, but the basic armor is never going to be bad. Expert logistics, super good. Basic armor, never bad. So we're going to do that. As we pick up 2,000 gold and grab this windmill for another 5 of the Mercury. And we get 1 extra attack skill, not bad. And I'm hoping I can leave here with... Oh, is it going to be close? I'm hoping I can leave here with a Mage Guild level 2. It doesn't look like it's likely. Let's purchase the spellbook now, though, so we get the shield and the stone skin. Darn. We'll at least have the level 2 Mage Guild on the way out. Hello. There's a barbarian here who's just out of clicking range. I think that we're going to pick up what we can and just head for this corner. Are we going to be far enough away? We've got this dragon tongue sword. I don't want to lose this hero. Or if I do, I want them to be able to stay alive long enough to give me stuff. Let's just see what the spell is. It will be Bloodlust. It's not bad. I don't hate Bloodlust in this case. But it doesn't resolve this feeling of sadness in my stomach. That feeling coming from an enemy hero who thinks that they are very, very tough. Especially when I had plans over here. Let's for sure take out this trading post real quick. Wow, that's a lot of gold. That's a lot of gold. Cyclops Cave is still really far away. Let's get the upgraded wolf pin. And let's purchase all the troops we can, starting with Behemoths. That's going to be 3. Combining the Thunderbirds. And then... Orcs. Well... 1,900 gold left. There's plenty of gold here. Yeah, there's plenty of gold. Then let's keep working on these hobgoblin stacks and the wolf riders. And that's probably going to be where we save this at with 5 Thunderbirds. Okay. I don't know who this guy is, but I'm guessing I'm tougher. Let's go on a course so we can intercept them. I'm hoping that if this was F-Heroes 2, I would know that the AI is not going to be omniscient. I'm hoping that I can just sit right about here. They're going to wander a little too close, and I can obliterate them. So for that reason, we're going to leave some movement points on Crag Hack. Let them wander just a little closer. They might have still wandered a little too close. They really might have. Jabarakas. I know it's Jabarakas, but we have hereby christened him Jabarakas. With his several Cyclopes, lots of the Ogre Magi, a horde of the Orc Chieftains, a swarm of the Hobgoblins, a horde of the Wolf Raiders, and a pack of the Thunderbirds. Let's see. I've got army. I got space in my army for these goblins. Real quick, I need to pick up the sulfur. That was actually one of the things I needed for another level of Mage Guild. I don't know if he's going to come this way or not. And I've got some opportunities to combine some forces, so we're going to play this pretty safe, hope for the best, take our +2 on the attack, take the goblins. Oh, we're going to see if we can catch him. Smooth stone on the face of the pillar begins to swirl as you approach. Looking into it, you are amazed to see answers to questions you have pondered for years, like, why when I hit my knee with the stone, does it hurt so bad? The stone suddenly goes still, but you realize you have much to learn. Like, why does my head hurt when I hit it with a rock? Oh, Crag Hack, is there anything you won't learn? He's a silly guy. Don't tell him that. Okay, let's see if the enemy attacks us. This might be the very end, and it looks like the AI thinks that we are superior, and I actually agree. That's hilarious. That's not the hero I was looking for. That's Gretchen, though. Interesting. So Gretchen stopped themselves on the Swan Pond. I think that we can defeat both of these enemies. We can for sure beat Gretchen, so let's do that now. I like these losses, but I think we can do even better, and I think we can keep the enemy from fleeing. And if we do, then maybe we get the opportunity to take some artifacts. 7 attack, 4 defense, 4 spell points. I don't think this is going to be a problem. Not yet do we have the advanced stone skin and such. I'm not worried about spells, even though Vey is not a witch. Battle mage. They are a battle mage. I'm still not very worried about their spell casting capabilities, and they have skipped that turn. So let's kind of put the goblins into a position where maybe they'll be scary in a moment. Oh, let's try and kill single stacks. This is going to be a waste of damage in a major way, but I anticipate that most of the rest of these troops are going to wander down the battlefield here, and as they do, like these Thunderbirds that are hopefully going to slot right here, hopefully, as they do, wander down the battlefield, we're going to make sure that they don't get the opportunity to run later. Let's go to here. Oh, the Thunderbirds must have missed their turn. Whoops. We're going to get the last 2 shots this round of combat. Do we need to do more? Let's see. Their Thunderbirds are going to get the chance to go first next turn. 11 speed, 8 speed. Let's make sure that we haste our Thunderbirds. So our Thunderbirds are going to attack and then fly and do more stuff. And so it's going to be Thunderbirds and then Griffins. Let's kill the 7 speed Griffins. It doesn't matter if it's 7 speed Griffins or if it's 7 speed Wyverns. Both are good. So we're going to kill there. Oh, we can kill 5. Here. And here. And now Behemoths are going to get to go next, but the Ogre Magi are still pretty far away. I think that these troops can kill them. There goes 3. There goes these guys. Bada bing, bada boom, you didn't even get to run. So 1 Hobgoblin, 2 of the Goblins, 1700 experience, and I'm hoping for some artifacts. All that brain power was going for one reason and one reason only. Artifacts. Charm of Mana. That's going to be +1 mana per day. It's something. Basic leadership is pretty good. I know we are running low on slots. Like, I know we're running low on slots, but what else would you rather have? I think leadership is a must-take every single time. Why wouldn't you take leadership? I can't think of a single reason. We're taking leadership. So we are now level 9. We are almost out of slots, and we're going to take on Jabarakas. And we're even going to do so now with our leadership, which is better than we had before. Okay. Really? Your forces suffer bitter defeat. Crag Hack abandons your cause. I'm hoping we can do better, obviously. Otherwise, the scenario is over because Crag Hack is the guy. So let's see how this goes. 271 goblins. That's a lot, but I think we've got just as many or more. Our strength is fairly equal. Fairly equal. 12 attack, 4 defense versus 15 attack, 6 defense. Who knows what the secondary skills look like for this individual. 83 of the Orc Chieftains is actually kind of a bit of an issue. It's kind of a problem. 251 damage. I think that it's in our best interests to do tons and tons of damage where we can. 25 attack skill Thunderbirds versus the Hobgoblins. The speed really does matter here. So the haste actually couldn't be too bad. I kind of want to haste the Wolf Raiders. I don't know. I kind of want to just obliterate, let's see, their Wolf Raiders. These are all good units. And you're going to have to deal with some follow-up from these Ogre Magi. The tactics is really pretty good for these guys. And you can completely lose this battle on the first turn if you're not careful. We're tougher in a lot of ways, but they definitely have the edge on fighting forces. Okay, so threat priorities. We're talking 17 defense, 11 defense, 9 defense. I mean, the bonus damage from all these troops is going to be significant. And so I think that simply attacking the Thunderbirds is not the best decision. I think that this is one of the times where you actually want to attack this huge stack of smaller creatures because they're going to be doing bonus damage to you anyway because your defense isn't that high. I think that means that then the question is, look, do you want to start killing Hobgoblins who are going to do their damage, or do you want to kill the Wolf Raiders who are going to get the double damage off? And both are good choices. Half the hit points here and more than half of the damage. I think you go for the Wolf Raiders here. And so that's what we're going to do. We're going to, let's see, with 17 defense, we're still going to take bonus damage on this retaliation. We're going to kill at least 28 of the Wolf Raiders, maybe up to 40 versus 60 to 80 of the goblins. Wolf Raiders it is. Oh no, I didn't cast my haste. I meant to cast haste. Whoops. Okay. By the way, that didn't go very well at all. We killed 34 of the Wolf Raiders. That was pretty much the very, very low end of damage. Oh my goodness, I can't believe we did so little damage there. Hobgoblins are not going to be in striking range. Wolf Raiders are going to be able to attack my Behemoths. I could attack with my Behemoths and just try and get that first hit. I could haste. Let's actually do that. Let's cast the haste here, and then we can wait with the rest of these troops and try and let them come to us, because the Thunderbirds have already taken their turn. Wolf Raiders are going to attack the Behemoths next. Yeah, and so we're going to wait, and the Behemoths now should move up in turn order, and with their ability to reduce damage or reduce defenses by 40%, they're going to be the ones that attack these Thunderbirds. 16 down to 11, that's actually pretty good. Okay, not too bad. And then we wait for everybody else. Massive damage from the artillery units. Yeah, this fight is not looking very good at all, is it? And I'm excited to see where their troops go in just one moment. Hobgoblins are still very scary. Stone Skin. Did not see that coming. Did not. I think I will... Oh, man, do I sacrifice the goblins? I don't think that their hobgoblins are going to let me get into range with the wolf raiders. Unless I sacrifice these goblins now. That's too many goblins to sacrifice. But if I can get the first hit off on these hobgoblins, I'll feel much better about my chances moving forward. So let's do that now. Well, but then my hobgoblins are going to get to go first. Let's move into this position where everybody's going to want a piece of me. Tough decisions here. We are going to get another round of spells in a moment. Let's just keep everybody alive. Let's keep everybody alive. Thunderbirds are going to be always superior speed. The artillery damage is always going to be better. Artillery damage is always going to be better. Let's step up. A little bit of damage there, a little bit of damage there. And now they're baiting my hobgoblins into fighting the Ogre Magi. Looks good, doesn't work. So let's actually just take one step up. And the hobgoblins move into range. I love that. I love that so much because even though I'm going to take terrible damage on the retaliation, I'm going to get the first strike, and that does matter a lot. Down to 89 of the hobgoblins. Call it what it is. That worked out as bad as good as we could have done. That's pretty bad. At least the hobgoblins are mostly gone. Thunderbirds are really a problem. I think that now we are going to cast the shield, though. Yeah, we're going to cast the shield. We can kill at least... Oh, low end of damage. We're going to kill all their hobgoblins. So there's no point in attacking there. 11 of the Thunderbirds. 368. There's damage everywhere. There's too many threats. There's too much. We can't stop all of it. Goblins here are going to step up and try and kill these hobgoblins, I think. That's a waste of damage. That's not a waste of damage. That's not a waste of damage. Hobgoblins are going to get to go next. If we step up here, then their wolf raiders are going to be a little out of position due to the terrain later. So we're going to kill that many of the Thunderbirds. We do have 4 goblins left, and that feels okay. But the hobgoblin stacks are gone. They're just gone. So whatever power we might have had is just broken, and Fix Fox has made a critical error. Darn. Okay. Well, there's no sense in running, but at least we can kill their hobgoblins. Nope, we can't even kill their hobgoblins. Oh well. And that's it. Your forces suffer a bitter defeat and Crag hack abandons your cause. 16, 219, 11, 70, 53, 3, and 25. The losses it looks like we killed... I know that the splits were different, but we did get one full swipe off on those Thunderbirds. That was not bad. Dang. Your hero, Crag hack, has suffered a defeat, and your quest is over. What a pity. But the truth of the matter is that this scenario, I think we've done a lot to where we can learn how to play it better in the next go around. So with that being said, I'm kind of in a little bit of a position here. Let me just check one thing real quick. Let's see. We're about 1 hour into this video. That's a long time to just restart a video. Let's see if we can go any faster, though. There's a good chance I can just go faster. So we're going to stick with our original deal here. Impossible, goblins, go, go, go. And this time, let's just go a little bit faster, ignoring these Null Marauders. We're still going to have to fight Gurnus. We're going to ignore over here. That's fine. This split, we actually start off with the Orc Chieftains this time. That's not too bad. Oh, and I forget. I think that we have to split the wolves. So let's just go fast. Let's go fast. These losses, I think, are actually about as good as we can get, if I recall. If I recall. So long as the hobgoblins don't get the first shot off on us, though, I'm going to be feeling much better. Do I attack now? I think I shall. Damage while you can. Might as well. Maybe we get good morale. Nope. Maybe 6 orcs does a good amount of damage. Oof. You get good morale, I get none. Not good. Run! As fast as you can! We have to attack them. This is like in World War II, where individuals would go up and over. They were in the trenches doing their trench warfare, as I blocked myself off, doing trench warfare, and they would just be told, hey, I want you to go charge the enemy. You're like, with what? And it never worked out well for anybody that did that, but, you know, you fight for 15 feet worth of no man's land, just hope for the best. Well, if it works, great. If it doesn't, well, not good. We do have lots of goblins here. Last time they joined us. This time they do not. These losses look acceptable. Let's see about these losses. We're going to call that acceptable because we're trying to hurry. Oh no, we have to rebuild Crag Hack, and this time we are going to get some definitely worse skills. Like, I can guarantee you it's going to be worse. Basic artillery or basic resistance, I hate them both. We're going to take basic artillery. Basic resistance has some value. For a barbarian, it definitely has some value. All right, fine. Basic resistance it is. It's just with artillery, it works with your attack skill so well, and Crag Hack does get a lot of attack skill. I don't know. Don't love that. We know that there's a sawmill over here this time. Let's pick that up. 900, 700 gold. 9 wood, 2 wood a day, plus a little extra. I don't know if we can defeat the guardians to that other goblin hut up there, but I know that we definitely want to go get more heroes. Once again, we start off with very, very few dwellings in here. We're going to get the wolf pen now. I'm going to head up and defeat a throng of goblins. No way. That's not happening. That's way too many. We'll come back later. Ogre Fort feels bad. 20 wood? Surely we need 20 wood for something else. What else do we need wood for? Cliff Nest? Can we get all the resources necessary to get behemoths? Let's wait until tomorrow before we make a decision there. Gold. 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 And let's just press on. Let's just go get another hero. Multiple heroes is going to be useful for us. And that means that, in my mind, the ogres actually make a little bit of sense there. Are we going to be able to find the ore necessary to get the rocks? I don't think so. Let's go get the ore. That's pretty important, actually. 6 ore plus 2. We'll clear out all this anyway. Yeah, Cliff Nest is just kind of a big deal. So we'll get that tomorrow. Any other purchases? Might as well get the Citadel. Depends on how much ore is in this little thing right here. Are we going to get 9 ore from that other building? Have to make a decision now. Let's wait. Let's just for sure get rocks. Scouts report that Barshan has allied with a rogue barbarian in the area. Also, an Erathian village has been located to the northeast. This time, we didn't outclick that. Oh no, we would have had enough. Look, 7 ore and plus the 5. Ah, we would have been fine. Oh well, these things do happen. This time we are going to pick up this wagon. 5 gems? Sure, why not? Pack of Ogres is a little too tough for me. I think that we go back. I think that we revisit the stables. We pick up all this. Oh look, I didn't realize that that was there. And then this time we're going to head up north with lots of troops. And probably pick up troops, freebies, gold mine, and then head the northwest, or whatever that is. I'm not going to purchase any upgrades at this time. I will get the level 1 Mage Guild. For Mr. Crag Hack. It's Crag Hack. Sorry, Mr. Hack. Everything else... we're going to spend a little bit of gold just to get the +1 attack right now. And then there's no sense in saving anybody, especially because we know that there is a border fort up to the north, so long as we can get to it. And then these troops are going to look really fancy in a little bit. +4 to the Mercury. And here comes the gold, baby. Said Fix Fox with cautious optimism. Okay. Losses don't look very good. Let's see if we can do a little bit better. 3 stacks of 18. Let's do full defense, and let's actually see if we can get the ogres to just take a lot of damage here. Where are you guys going? We're all up here. Where are you guys going? What? That looks weird. I would have really expected dwarves to have gone north? Oh well, whatever. Fine. We're just gonna, I guess, skip. Shoot. And then now I think we step up as we do some waiting. Let's see. Spells that we picked up. We did pick up a slow shield. I think we're going to wait. We do lose 1 goblin. They're taking attention that I don't really want anyway, so I'm going to let them do that. And it's going to be the ogres that sit right here and hopefully take even more attention unless dwarves step up. There's still 12 dwarves that have to go. Let's see what they do. Staying just barely in range. Let's move the wolves out of the way. And the rocks, let's have them actually move up 1. Okay. Yeah, I just want the ogres to take these fights wherever possible. That just feels like the best thing to me. Ouch. Yeah, avoiding damage on goblins was the plan. As you can see, didn't work. But I gotta tell you, and this is just my honest opinion, the combat in Heroes of Might and Magic 3 feels really good. I've played a lot of games where the combat like this is tedious or just not fun. This feels good. I'm sure that I've played other games that felt even better. But the problem is I can't think of what those would be. So they can't have been that good. Know what I'm saying? And so... good. It's good, and I've got no regrets. None whatsoever. And it really adds to the replayability when you don't have to worry about a game just sucking the soul out of you. 10 crystals to the north. We're going to want this gold and that crystal. Can we get there all in one day? We don't need the trading post. We need speed. Oh, we've already visited that. Well, we need the gold. We need gold and crystal before day 7. Let's go. We're up to 5,000 gold. It's day 4. Wolf Riders want to run. We're not going to let them. Oh, we can fight this fight better. Let's just wait. Hope that they don't get good morale. They do not. And I will attack here, but I don't think I'm going to lose that many wolves. Yeah, I don't. Okay. All right. We'll call that good. But that's going to give us 1,000 gold here, 1,000 gold here. Bit more, bit more. Oh, there was some gold there, but that should be all the gold that we're going to need, especially with this gold mine. We just got to get the crystal so we can get our behemoths. And I do think that getting behemoths earlier is better. Even better than getting another hero early on. Now that I know kind of what the map looks like, now that I've got my wall hacks on, it feels much better. Woo! We missed out on goblins that were guarding our main castle, but going from 7 to 27 of the ogres, picking up 20 free ogres, that's a game changer. That's absolutely a game changer. I think that that's pretty okay. You can do that anytime you want as we pick up our behemoths in the end of week 2. Okay. Okay. Fix Fox is feeling pretty good about this. We're going to upgrade everybody. I'm amazed that they didn't want to run this time. I didn't realize that our forces looked so much weaker in this instance. Crusaders are just rabble-rousers. In every sense of the word. Untrained, foolhardy drunkards. Simply trying to make a buck. Like, just the worst. I'm not saying that nobody likes them, because I'm sure that somebody likes these swordsmen, but I'm just saying that they are not my favorite. I'm going to cast the slow. No, it's going to last for 1 turn. It'll be fine just to wait. And I can actually not slide in here without taking damage, so we're going to wait. Same goes for here. And now, Crusaders are going to go next. Now I am going to spend the 5 spell points. It seems okay. And that's going to give the Wolf Riders, the 17, a chance to kill those Crusaders. We're going to have the 6 rocks step up to here, killing many. Or slide in and kill 8 of the goblins. That was unexpected. And then these 6 are going to go and they attack wolves. 5 go down. Don't love it. Oof. Oof. That's the sound that the really big dogs make. Chihuahuas and really small dogs kind of yip. And then, of course, you got the bigger breeds of dogs. They just go, oof. Those are my favorite. Like St. Bernards, you know. Like they don't have to say much. They just say, oof. That's it. Fix Fox, what do they say? I already said it like 3 times. I'm not going to say it again. Ah, come on. I really want you to say it. Okay. Okay. Week of the Gopher. Speaking of Gopher, I need a Gopher. I need a hero that his whole job is just to go for this and then go for that, including this stuff here. So let's go get that hero, and then we should still be able to clear out these Dwarven treasuries without too much issue. I am sad we didn't get up to the castle this last go-around. Oh well. Mess Hall is actually a good pickup. As we pick up goblins, my word, we just picked up, it looks like 52? I think that was 52 goblins. We get Dessa again, though. That feels all right. A traveler told me that the Iron Fists of Enroth have lost the Mandate of Heaven. Probably. That would actually be a great name for a Heroes of Might and Magic game. Mandate of Heaven. In fact, it's so good, I feel like I didn't actually make that up. Hold on, let me just check. Heroes of Might and Magic, Mandate of Heaven. Did I just come up with something that's already a thing? Yeah, apparently that's already a thing. Heroes of Might and Magic 6, Mandate of Heaven. Oh, it's Might and Magic, Mandate of Heaven. Here I am, thinking I'm creating new things when really I'm not. Come on, Fix Fox. Okay, so, but we do have Dessa. I am going to pick up the Dwarven Treasury. Is there any way I'll lose this fight? No. 27 of the big Ogre mages. There's no way I lose. It just might be a little messy. And unfortunately, I forgot to rearrange my troops. Let's focus on these. Let's see. We got the haste. No, we're going to slow. Dwarves do not resist the spell, which you always got to be worried about. And so the Ogre Magi are going to step up and kill them. Just 1 second. We're going to wait here. Wait here. Killing. Like Rage Against the Machine, killing in the name of. You know, just as a quick aside, in the world of music, there's been some interesting developments. Linkin Park is back. Linkin Park is back. And there's an awful lot of drama and controversy. I don't know what it is, and I don't want to find out. And so I'm not here to take any positions or sides, and I don't know, and I don't care. Fix Fox, what do you think about? I don't know, and I don't care. What I am interested in is how do they sound? Tell you what, they sound pretty good. Linkin Park's new singer is a female. Of course, they replaced Chester Bennington, who passed away from self-harm about 7 years ago. And it's one of the few celebrities that I actually, like, embarrassingly, like, I don't know, maybe it's not embarrassing to say that you cried over the passing of someone, but someone that you don't know, I don't know. I remember where I was when Chester Bennington passed away. And it was not a small thing to me at the time. And so having a band come back from something like that 7 years later, Chester was never the heart and soul of Linkin Park. That's clearly Mike Shinoda. Mike Shinoda is the other vocalist. He's basically like the rapper. He is the heart and soul, because clearly all of the music that's come out since the passing of Chester Bennington sounds like Linkin Park. And so it's a little bit of Dave, a little bit of Brad, a little bit of Mike, whoever does the writing duties. Like, the heart of Linkin Park is still here. But Chester is the part that I connected with personally. And so then you replace him, and I'm like, well, how do I feel about this? I don't know. Suffice to say, I'm happy to give the band a shot, but also they've got to earn it. That may sound weird, but I feel like just to give it, I don't know, just to give them all love and all respect now, I think it's important that they earn it, that they put in the work and the effort, and then they just they find a way to recapture what they've had and show me something new, show me I haven't seen before. It wouldn't actually hurt my feelings if they never ever played a single one of their original songs. Thank goodness we got Basic Wisdom. Thank goodness. It would never hurt my feelings if they never played an original song again, or one of their old songs. They've got like the legacy songs versus the new songs. Play new songs. Do me a favor and never play Numb by Linkin Park again. That's Chester's song. Anyway, how did we get on this topic? We were talking about Rage Against the Machine. And here was the point I was about to make with Rage Against the Machine. Zach De La Roche, the lead singer for Rage Against the Machine, has arguably rocked harder than any white boy before him. I'm just saying. That guy. Man, the voice, the energy. Whenever people talk to me about karaoke night, they're like, oh yeah, karaoke night, it's like my favorite thing to do. Good. I'm glad that you're enjoying your karaoke night. Gotta say though, as we have a nice speed upgrade there for later, gotta tell you, karaoke in my mind is much less about singing good and much more about singing with energy. And that's not bad. It's really not bad. So, it's always nice when you have a singer that actually does sound pretty good and they've got the energy to back it up. Wonderful. The Griffins want to run. I don't think I should let them. Then again, I look at those losses and I say, well, maybe I should have. Let's just sit these troops up here. Really, all I got to do is let the Ogre Magi do work. That's really all I've got to do. Nothing else matters. So let's actually kind of hang them out to dry a little bit. They're really tanky. If I lose one or two, that's fine. They were free troops. So, down to 11. I don't know. I could lose a Thunderbird here. Let's just wait. Let's wait. Let's defend. Aha! Saw you coming. I knew that he would attack the Hobgoblins, and so the defense saved us a couple anyway. It's 12 Hobgoblins, not too bad. I don't think I really need the experience. We already saw how easy we were going to get up to level 10. We were at like level 8, level 9 when we lost that previous fight. So I think that we're just going to go in this direction and still take the gold because, as we mentioned before, Behemoths are not cheap. And so with that, we must pay for them somehow as we move all these troops over. Okay. Let's see. We do want to go get these throngs of goblins. And actually, that's where the enemies came from. So Genova is... I mean, I think I've got Dessa, who's going to chill in this area. Let's have Genova still pick up all this, but I really want them to explore in this far area more than anything else. As we pick up the castle, so that we get 2 Behemoths a week, that +1 growth with the castle is actually really a big deal. So this is all... Oh, equestrian gloves, I forgot about that. This is a really big deal actually here. Once again, the losses are not looking favorable at all. My word, we've got 3 spell power now because of the Sandals of the Saint. Let's just start slowing all of these rocks. We're gonna wait on the rest of these creatures. Let's see if we can bait the rocks. I don't mind if I take 1 hit from 5 rocks. That'll be fine. And we're probably gonna slow this bottom stack. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. 1 Ogre Magi does go down. This set of rocks is there. 11 spell points. Yeah, let's... 105 damage. Let's wait. Let's wait again. Let's do cast the slow. And I think that the Ogre Magi are just going to end up doing so much damage for us, and that's great. Whoa, I didn't think you'd fly that far. Huh. Whoops. 1 and 9. We'll take it. 900 experience, and Advanced Wisdom. This is turning out a little bit different than the previous scenario did as far as our secondary skills. I don't think I like this Crag hack nearly so much as I like the other one. The other one just felt so much better. This is the same, this is the same. But we got the leadership. What else didn't we get? Oh, we didn't get logistics. We don't have logistics. Yeah, this definitely feels worse. That's definitely worse. We're gonna pick up one more hero. It's gonna be, I don't know. Is navigation gonna be useful? There was a boat somewhere. Then again, Call does have scouting. Let's take they. And then they can just head far and fast and maybe do a resupply for us later. More heroes? Sure. Can it be bad? Maybe. We'll see. Rickety Hut. Magician tells us all about fun stuff over here. Day 6. Continuing on. And very, very far away from the Cyclops. Like, very far away. Grab the marketplace. I didn't like that one time that I needed it and didn't have it. So, let's not do that again. And we do need to stop in at this hill fort. I'm going to let they be the one to do that for me. So, Crag Hack is going to go to here. And here. Here. And free troops. Not these ones. Well, yeah, these ones. And these ones. Sweet. Cool. Serpent flies are actually not a bad pickup. That's one more ranged creature. Or, excuse me, one more flying creature. I think that the Thunderbirds actually do just fine for me. Never mind. Okay. And we are going to wait on this Tree of Knowledge yet again. Just not so worried about it. Dessa is hanging out. Waiting for new stuff. This time we are going to scout in this direction. I really want to keep her around. 350 gold per day is so nice. I mean, there's nothing I can do. I just didn't think that they'd be here by now. Okay, well that's very bad. Good thing we got another hero coming. Day 7. Any upgrades? Any extras? I don't think so. But I am going to start upgrading some of these essentials, so that way I don't have to wait for a long-range resupply. Well, that's very disheartening. Let's just check out 2, 3, 3, and 1. Not a tough hero at all. We've got no spells. We might as well just run. No sense in losing just because. Oh, hello. Jabarakas. My old nemesis. We meet again. Darn it, Jabarakas. How could you do this to us? We're gonna run in circles and hope that we don't get dead. I will grab Horde of Orc Chieftains for free as we pick up gold as we get into this area. And Voy is going to clear out some of these things that we have behind us. Whatever we leave in our wake, that is their job. Okay. Okay. Wood Elves want to run, we shall let them. We're not going to let this stand, though. These are all of our troops. Apparently the AI was really having to think about that fight. The enemy's fled. Let's see if we can defeat Zydar just a little bit better. Maybe we can keep them from running. Note that we only have 9 spell points, but we do have the Expert Slow? What? Why do we have Expert Slow? Why do we have Expert Slow? What? What did I miss? Why do we have Expert Slow? I don't know. And I'm pretty embarrassed that I'm not sure why. I don't get it. I don't know what's happening here, but we do have Expert Slow. This isn't like the kind of terrain where you're gonna get Expert Earth spells. I don't know. I'm officially lost. I'm gonna have to find out what's happening here later. This is gonna be the end of this round of combat, so we're gonna kill 5 here. I think we're just gonna wash over these enemies in just a second. Let's see, 5, 12, And we can't keep them from running, unfortunately, unless 43 can kill these guys. Nope, we're going to be pretty shy unless we get some good morale. So you got to get the good morale here, unless we've got a damaging spell. 60 points of damage, is that going to be enough? That's actually going to be enough. I did not think that we would be able to blank them in one round. That was pretty sweet. Okay, 1400 experience. Let's see, let's have Voy is in voyage, which is nice because they sail. Dessa is playing Ring Around the Rosie. To here is Certain Death. Why don't we just head north and just do some scouting? Maybe we can find something nifty. And oh, this is really for a secondary hero to go and find. So let's pick up 1,000 experience now. Yeah, we didn't have expert earth magic. I don't know why that happened there. Basic pathfinding is too good. I don't know if it's going to be critically important or not, so we must take it. But still, I think I'd rather have logistics more than anything. So, let's see how it goes. Blacksmith. We need the blacksmith. We're going to run really short on wood. So let's purchase the most important wood items first. Was there something there that I missed? If Jabarakas just picked up something that should have been mine, I'll be pretty sad. Tall City. Only Erathian citizens are permitted to enter. Good to know. It's day 3, so we got plenty of time for Voy to clear out all this. I don't think I really care about going north into that terrain just yet. But there is another gold mine. There's a whole ton of resources. Let's wait before we do much else. Mercenary camp and a boat. Let's go into the boat. Who knows what could be there. Maybe it's going to take us to safety. Maybe this is our best escape plan we could have ever had. We do have a healthy amount of gold right now, but we've also lost this big bread basket, so there's some issues still. And so we set sail. Oh, there is nothing here. This boat is the worst boat I've ever seen. But you are safe. Nobody can get you while you're at sea. So, take that for what it's worth. Dragonfly Hive, I don't think that the wyverns are really a critical unit for me here. And I'm just going to take losses. Oh, they're wyverns. Just take them anyway. We have found a dragon hive. Do you want to attack the guards? Sure. 34 of the hobgoblins. It feels like a lot. It feels like a lot. I can't stop this, can I? $34 goblins it is, but you get 6 wyverns, so okay. Okay, we'll take it. Other things here, I am going to pick up this upgraded Ogre fort. I know we talked about never having to upgrade any of these creatures just because we have that border fort, but it's so far away, I'm probably never going to upgrade the Behemoths. How about that? Because then that's going to really save us the most gold. If there's another red flame dragon hung in here, that'd be great. +1 luck and morale is actually awesome. I love the Still Eye of the Dragon. I don't have any regrets about that at all. We do have they we had to defeat once already in the previous scenario. I think that it's good that we've seen them now, because that probably means that they are a hero that the enemy starts off with. And so now we're just kind of keeping track of them. I wish you could bloodlust yourself. You can't. Everybody's just gonna defend and go from there. Okay. Ogre Magi are just gonna take a massive swipe. It's a swipe. We're gonna swipe these guys as we finish that off. And another case where I'd love for a secondary hero to be here, but alas, nobody else really is here. Ring of the Wayfarer. I think that was there before, but it's nice to see it again. While searching through the rubble of a caved-in mine, you free a group of trapped dwarves. Grateful, the leader gives you a finely crafted shield. That's +2 to our defense. We are up to 10, 6, 3, and 5, by the way. Really missing that dragon flame sword. That was a really good pickup. Searching through the underbrush, you find the secret entrance to the Den of Thieves. An old acquaintance fills you in on all he has learned since your last meeting. So, you're up to Titans? Oh gosh. Looks like Red is the big dog, and we are last in everything. That does tell me everything I need to know. We're last in everything, but we do have a fairly okay hero. Kind of. It doesn't feel good. But the nice thing is that I don't think that when they calculate Kingdom Army strength, I don't think that that actually brings into account troops that you just haven't purchased yet. After all, why would it? Gundula is coming. I hope that she comes right into my territory. I figure if they go to here and then back, if we go to like right about here, we can either go this way or we can go north and catch them. Either way is fine for me. Uh-oh. I think they're going to see Voy and then actually circle back for Voy. Next turn we can get to right about here. Crag Hack can get to right about there. It's going to be close. We might be able to do a handoff. Maybe not. Any other purchases? Negative Ghost Rider. Yep, that was what I was worried about. And since I don't really have a way to rehire these heroes, that's just really bad. That's so very, very bad. Well, that does mean that we have the opportunity to defeat Gundula ourselves. That's something anyway. We're going to sit right here so the Crag Hack can resupply, head north, and then defeat the trapped hero up there. Because they are trapped, and they are going to be sunk. Can't upgrade the orcs yet. Let's do this. Drop the troops. And do we take Behemoths? I think we do. Because the upgrade will come later. But yeah, I feel pretty good about all these other troops. Let's purchase everybody else now. And then we'll think about who we... if there's anybody that we don't bring. Not enough room. Yeah. Let's actually leave the Wyverns. Because then we can bring another 24 of the orcs. And that's going to be okay. Now it's going to take 3 turns to get to there, but I think we're still going to have our opportunities to slow the enemy down. Okay, so month 1, week 4, day 7. I think that this is about where we lost last time. I think. Oh, really? You got to stay alive? I can't tell you how happy I am that you're still alive. I am thrilled that you are still alive. That is great. That is just good stuff. Wow, still alive. Who would have thought? Just like Christmas. Zubin, the traitor, is coming our way. Jabarakas is not their toughest hero. They've more or less abandoned that as an option, which is kind of surprising. Huh. Okay. Well, I do want both of these heroes anyway. Both of these enemies I'm going to take here and here, but let's kill Gundula first. Enemy has fled. Let's stop them from running. Let's especially stop them from running if it's going to really be an issue. Why is this expert slow? An expert shield and expert earth magic. I don't think that these are magical planes. I think that this is just regular dirt. I don't get it. I know we have basic earth magic. The slow is going to be too good. Let's hope we get at least one single good morale. It's a shame I can't just slot in right there. Do you want to kill wyverns or do you want to stop the marksman from doing any damage? I think I'll just kill 6 of these trolls. And that'll still stop the marksman from doing some stuff. Huh. Gotta get at least one instance of good morale. Nope, didn't get it. Yeah, that's fine. I'll take that. That feels pretty good. Oh, woe is me. I need one more instance of good morale. I don't think it's going to happen. Okay, and we get the mass flow too. Okay, this has got to be magical planes, and I just haven't realized it. That has to be what it is. Huh. Okay, it's got to be magical planes. 43, enemy is run. Basic tactics is so good. But we are missing logistics. We are missing logistics. We have to have logistics. I love tactics. If you have tactics and earth magic, round 1 is that you cast the slow. And when you have expert tactics, you're already all the way across the battlefield. And it makes up for any slow troops you might have, including like Ogre Magi. I think tactics is super good. We're going to take it. Don't know if that's the best decision, but we just took it. So, all right. All right. I do want to kill Zubin. I do want to land, but I know that there's enemies somewhere in the darkness. We have to wait to find out where they're at. Be a real shame if we landed unnecessarily. I'm guessing that if you play this scenario yourself, that you could probably have at least defeated Red by now. Fix Fox is just going really slow. But I bet you could defeat Red by now if you really put your mind to it. I could be wrong. I just have a lot of faith in you as a player. I just believe in you. I think that you can do it. I believe in you. And there's nothing wrong with that. And I'm not going to regret it either. Believing in somebody means never having to say that you're sorry. Windmill, it's good, but it feels like it's a little out of my way. Even the stables kind of feel like they're a little bit out of my way. Especially when I can defeat Zubin right now. Where are you getting these 6th level creatures? We're going to defeat those Titans, and now there's Ghost Dragons? There's got to be a refugee camp, and it must be that they just rolled really, really well. I can't guarantee that I'm going to have enough movement points if I stop in, so let's do this now. We'll pick up our crystal, and it looks like that was the good decision. We would have run into some problems. Let's just accept this result. That takes care of a whole Ghost Dragon. And then let's see what the enemy does here. Enemy is not being as aggressive as they probably could be, but that suits me fine. Boy is heading here. Crag Hack needs spell points. Okay, I need to check this. It's Rocklands. Does Rocklands just give you the ability to slow? Hold on. I'm sorry. I've got to Google this. Rocklands, Heroes of Might and Magic 3. Terrain. Spells. Okay. Interesting. I had no idea. Let me read this to you. The Rocklands are a type of magical terrain in Heroes of Might and Magic 3, The Shadow of Death. On Rocklands, all the earth magic spells are cast on expert level. This includes adventure and combat spells and spells imbued by both heroes and creatures. That is insane because it looks so generic. Like, it's rough terrain, but it's not. And so I thought that I was going crazy there. Let me see, actually, do I have any other spells? I could cast View Earth there at maximum efficiency. We're going to do that. We're going to send Voy home, pick up that spell, and then they're going to go back and they're going to cast that spell for me. That's super interesting. Huh. Okay, cool. Fix Fox learned something new today. And that's awesome. I'm here. It's day 6. We got time. Wolf Raiders don't cost me anybody. Sweet. And I will flag the Alchemist Lab. I will continue on my earlier plan, including going to here. And we're still waiting. Like that fly that you can't help but want to swat, but you're unable to. Very funny that the logistics hero is stuck in the water. Okay. Getting still a lot of pressure from these other enemies. Witch's Hut I don't think matters. Just in case it's like something really good, I'll have another hero come back to defeat them. And then tomorrow we'll step on the stables and go from there. We do pick up the +1 attack skill. We are going to drop here and here, but we're going to pick up these wyverns. They're going to be useful. Sitting here and in just a moment. We're going to hope we can get north. They is their strongest hero right now. They is in fact tougher than Jabarakas. We got a major fight on our hands, and I would love for the Behemoths to be upgraded. It ain't happening. We can trade for a little bit of ore. Like this. And pick up the Cyclopes. Let's do that. It's expensive. They're expensive, but everything's expensive. In the year 2024, everything is expensive. There is nothing that's cheap anymore. One of the biggest offenders of things that should be cheap, but they're not, McDonald's. You forgot your place. McDonald's, you forgot who you were. You were a place you went for a $1 hamburger. It wasn't good food, it was cheap food. If I wanted good, I'd go somewhere else. It's not what I wanted. I wanted cheap. And you forgot that. You lost your way. And now, nobody likes you. Okay, some people probably still like McDonald's, but not like we used to. Not like we used to. Let's see. We have 8 out of 50 spell points. We need to wait overnight. We're out of movement points mostly anyway. And so, we're going to hang steady. This army is not as big as I'd like it to be, so let's just purchase more troops. Wow. Brilliant idea. Capital choice. Here and here. Wait a second. There it is. Okay. I was trying to figure out why I was out of space. We do leave 74 hobgoblins, so tomorrow we do need to pick them up. I think that now is actually the time to land and just hope that we can scurry around. Let's see what we can find. I think we also probably want to fight in the Rocklands if we can. I think that's actually going to be pretty useful for us. We picked up 2,000 extra gold. That's going to be more than that. 40 extra goblins. There's no time like the present to fight unless you can pick up more stuff. Basic logistics, we found it. We found it. Okay, we're going to pick up the rest of this stuff. Are we going to accidentally get another level and then get required to pick up a spell that we don't want, or rather pick up a secondary skill we don't want? It's possible. It's possible. We're going to assume that good things are going to happen. And we definitely must fight this fight, must we? Several of the Cyclopes, a horde, 50 to 100 of the Ogre Magi, throng of the Orc Chiefs, swarm of the Hobgoblins, a throng. Yes, a throng of the Wolf Raiders. I still think we win this based off of our attack skill alone. It's going to really break our forces for later fights, but I think that this is the big fight that we need to deal with. We've got all of our best options. We are at full spell points. Let's do it. Okay. Your forces suffer a bitter defeat and Crag hack abandons your cause. No, not again. Don't do this to me. Tactics phase. Thankfully, we do get to use our tactics in this instance. Okay, these are a lot of Thunderbirds. That's a lot of Wolf Raiders. This is not good. Okay. Well. I think that first things first, we're going to slow their Thunderbirds and hope that they don't have a response. 9 attack, 6 defense, by the way, versus 11 attack, 6 defense. But they definitely have the superior fighting force. Let's just try and group our troops to the north. Cyclopes are going to be close, though. And the Ogre Magi are going to get a little bit further on. Okay. I think that that's the best bet for us. If the Thunderbirds of mine go down and attack these Cyclopes, are good things going to happen or are bad things going to happen? Overall, I think good. Overall. I can't get away from this. I think that the slow on the Thunderbirds really is pretty good. I want a way to deal with their Cyclopes before any of my troops take a beating. I don't think I can stop it. And I will kill all of them, but then I'm just going to get immediately swallowed up by all these other forces. For only 8 Cyclopes, I think you are better off waiting. I truly think you are. So we're just going to wait. We're not even going to cast a spell. Unless there's somebody we really want to slow right now. You're going to slow down the Thunderbirds anyway. You might as well do it now. Quicksand is very unreliable, so we're not going to do that. Okay. I am going to move the Wolf Raiders down the battlefield. Just in case. Just in case we get, like, good morale. Just in case we get good morale. We don't. Waiting on the Hobgoblins. Tons of damage there. Waiting on the Behemoths. Wow! I guess we actually moved right into range, didn't we? Hey, Fix Fox sucks. No. I really don't. That was just a critical error. I do make those mistakes. But the funny thing is I think that I've done better over time taking my mistakes and still finding a way to move through them anyway. Mostly, though, I got to admit, I tend to do a better job of that in Heroes 2 than I do Heroes 3. But that's okay. Okay. Here to here. I mean, you got to start coming my way, don't you? Speed is a big deal. Speed is a really big deal. And stepping forward is really going to do nothing for me, so we shall wait. Oof, that was close. Ugh. I do not want to take damage. Not from the goblins, but from the wolf riders. Somebody's got to kill these guys. 14 defense, 16 attack. Somebody's got to kill them. We got to do some damage at some point. We killed 10. They killed most of our hobgoblins there. Yeah, there goes all of our hobgoblins. This is an ill-advised fight. Yeah, not great. Let's kill as many wolf raiders as we possibly can kill. We kill 71. Let's check out the next issue. Who's the next problem child? 255? Might be 255. Even slow, these Thunderbirds are still so fast. Somebody's got to get on these Orc Chieftains. Let's actually slow the Hobgoblins. Maybe we can get some other opportunities against them. Wolf Raiders kill a bunch, not all. Thunderbirds go straight for the Orc Chiefs, kill 48 of them. Ogre Magi, come back. Do tons of damage. And we're going to use the Defense Shred. Hopefully to great effect, we kill 12. And then we lose 4 of the Behemoths there. Should kill a lot of these Hobgoblins. Oh, not enough. Shield on the Thunderbirds. Oof. More damage. And these Ogre Magi are actually a powerhouse. 10 more Thunderbirds go down. Surprised that they're not attacking the Ogre Magi. Ogre Magi are tough. They've got 41 though, so they're going to be just as tough as I am. Pretty much. 169. They're shielded. These guys are not. Let's attack there. Get that first hit off. I don't know. These numbers are looking okay as far as the Ogre Magi go. That shield's not too bad. And we're going to work our way down the field in this direction. And as fast as your ogres are, mine should be right behind you. Let's cast... Let's see. We just need to save the shields. for the Ogre Magi. And we're going to make these troops waste one more turn trying to get to me. Why are you so much faster? All of their troops are so much faster. I only just realized. They are all working at like a +1. They've got to have like a Ring of the Wayfarer or something. That was unexpected. Got to move forward. Got to get to these enemies, and we do. Wow, what a great time for good morale. That is great. Defending here. Killing here. Yeah, 38 left. I mean, I'm not saying this is good. I'm really not, but at least they're giving me a chance here. I feel like I gotta kill these goblins. I do want to see, will one more slow actually help? I don't think a slow is gonna help. Shield's gonna keep on lasting for a little while. One more round. Let's actually re-shield now so that we don't run out at any point. And let's kill all of the goblins. We're gonna lose a little bit of damage that we could have reduced there. 2 Ogre Magi go down, 6. It's time to jump on these Cyclopes. They've been pumping out damage and they're really good. It's not gonna be enough, is it? 32 points of spells. That's gonna be 3 lightning bolts. I think that's gonna be my best bet now. Let's start the lightning bolt. You resist the spell. That's ugly. You're ugly. Get out of here. 2 more Ogre Magi go down. Down to 8. Nope, it's not gonna last. It's not gonna last. Darn. Well, that's that. That's that. Your forces suffer a bitter defeat and Crag Hack abandons your cause. Yet again. This time it was they. And that was just a straight up brawl where they beat me. And I don't think that if I had cast... Would Expert Shield or Expert Slow on the rocky terrain, would that have mattered? I don't think so. Because all of their shields would have also been Expert. Yeah. Yeah. I probably win a lot more of the damage because of the offense. Like, if everybody halves all the damage... Well, if everybody halves all the damage, then I still come out behind. Darn. Okay, so with that being said, folks, that's that. And Crag Hack is defeated for the 2nd time. Fix Fox has done really pretty well with these scenarios up to this point, working off of impossible difficulty. Officially, the hack and slash campaign is giving me some troubles. And whereas before I said to myself, well, we're 1 hour in, we can pick up where we left off. Now we are just about 2 hours in. And that feels like a little bit more than I want to subject you to for a 3rd time. So, folks, we're going to leave this right now with a loss, knowing that we are going to be coming back at a later date. And it is what it is. I don't mind losing. And in fact, as I've always said, I have all my wins and my losses front and center. And so this feels like a good time for me to stop, regroup, maybe rethink my strategy, and we'll go from there. We'll talk about what my strategy is at the beginning of the next video. But for now, Crag Hack, is he not the hero that I thought he was? Or is his commander simply an absolute scrub? You will be the one to decide. Folks, my name is Fix Fox. Thanks for the time. Thanks for the energy. I'm looking so very, very forward to getting back into this so we can actually get this monkey off of our back. Take care of you, your friends, your family. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care.